Yo, Broffesionals are back. I'm going to show you everything you need to know about the Zap Lazer skimboard.
Anytime, so
the Zap Lazer skimboard is the first board in the Zap Classic series lineup. It's one of the smallest boards they make, which makes it perfect for an entry-level grommet to move up from his wood core board to a glass skimboard. Now obviously these things have a bit of a price increase from a wood core board. Don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking wood core boards. They're a great board to start out on, to learn to ride on, to learn to skim on. Just when you want to start progressing your tricks or moving up out into the waves, a glass board's definitely the way to go. You've got a pro style design or a performance style shape, I should say. Not your full rounded skimboard, but an actual wave riding shape with a continuous, slight continual rocker line that's running through here that's going to help you progress out into that waves or carry you through, and a pintail shape. This pintail makes it lift when it's going flat. It sits down, keeping the skimboard nice and straight. Then when you jump on it flat, it's nice and smooth until you bury that edge. It's going to dig that board and allowing you to carve on the surface of a wave or keep flat for those spin flick tricks that you're trying to do, shove-its and so forth. Obviously this is too small for me to test ride and ride out in the waves. I'm a little old and broken, I'm pretty useless at skimboarding these days, but I can still get out and have a go on this. It's not ideal, it's gonna lag down. I can run and throw it in the shallows and kind of skim around a little bit, but thinking that my, say, 9-year-old son and my, say, a 12-year-old daughter and myself is all gonna use this at the same time, probably not likely. This is ideally for anyone 45 kilos and kind of under, and really starting out like a lightweight kid. Really, ideally for a skimboard, you wanna run it around about nipple or sternum height for the right length. So clearly this is far too small for me, but it's going to work great for that little grommet. So what you have is a full composite core with a polyester resin outer coat with fiberglass. This bad boy is nice and tough and going to take a hammering. These obviously cost a lot more than your standard skimboards, but you can pretty much use them over and over again, and when you wear them out, we often find that you can just fiberglass them up, resin them up, sand it back, and away you go again. So super repairable, very durable, and will last you a long time. Now one of the great things about Zap, and a lot of the times you won't see all the colorways on websites and stuff, is because they use individual art, or there's some guy in the spray booth who's just having a wild old time just jacking these boards up with all sorts of different graphics. So when you get to buy one of these, every single one pretty much in their whole lineup is going to be its own individual graphic. You won't really ever see two exactly the same. So a couple of quick questions. First question we get asked all the time is, do I need a tail pad? No, you do not need a tail pad to ride a skimboard, but a tail pad is a really nice locator for your back foot. When you run, you're screaming down the beach and you throw your board and jump on it, the last thing you want to think about is where your back foot is located on the board. By having a tail pad, that back foot can drop back, and you know once you hit that back chock, your foot is in the perfect position. So tail pad is not necessary. You do need wax at least, but you can just wax the board and it'll work just fine. Arch bars as well are great. Arch bars help you locate your front foot to the center of the board. You know whether, as long as you've lined your arch bar up correctly, you know that your foot's not too far over to this side or this side. That helps you locate, like I say, that front foot without looking down. Another great option, but definitely not necessary. Zap make a couple of great products. They now make a 5-piece they now make an 8-piece tail pad, which has sections that can all widen out. So this is an awesome product. They also make great arch bars as well. But like I say, definitely not necessary to go skimboarding. All you really need is a skimboard and a block of wax and a good heart rate. So a good amount of cardiovascular and a good amount of cardiovascular exercise build up in your system, so you can sprint down that beach all day and throw that board and run out into the waves.